Tate wants to check the path going both ways with the scope of his rifle first. Look for anybody or anything.
You see something that maybe would be familiar to your eyes. It looks like somebody laying down in the dirt. You see a foot. You see some... It's kind of hard to make out with the trees. And then you hear a horse. Not terribly far away.
West or east?
East.
Where we came from.
Where you came from. Sounds maybe a few hundred yards away.
Birdie, if you want to keep your eyes this way, I doubt you'll be able to see him, but looks like somebody's laying in the trail or something.
Well, I heard the horse to our
horse
east.
This way. I'm going to check it.
You do that, I'll just keep an eye all around as best I can.
So Tate will swing back around the other way and look east down the path.
The path east curves kind of in such a way toward your left that you can't see like down the path. You know what I mean? So what do you want to do?
He will take the rifle down off his shoulder. Birdie, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now.
Oh, yeah. No, we stay up here. We just keep an eye.
Let's kill a few hours.
Shit. I don't think they're a few hours away, but yeah, we're going to stay here till we see. Because we got a good view of the path.
You can see a good breadth of the path down below you. And like visually, you can see a decent chunk to the west, but it's more and more and more obscured by forest and stuff like that.
But to the east, we can see pretty good.
Well, to the direct east, not very well, because it curves. The path curves that direction, kind of like an S shape to the left and then back to the right.
But we can still see down the path to the east, what, 100 yards?
Yeah, about.
All right.
Maybe more like 50, actually, just to be honest with you.
All right, hey, we hang out here. I know I don't have to say this, but hold your fire, unless if it's obvious you can't.
Oh. Yeah, let's Tate checks his pocket watch. Let's give it an hour then. I think I'm going to take a little break after that.
All right, fair enough.
So we wait there an hour, listening for a horse breaking twigs, and Tate will periodically check the spot where he saw what appeared to be a foot or somebody laying.
All right, so to reiterate that, Birdie is looking, like, keeping watch kind of all around, but if I can see 50 yards down the trail, that doesn't require a 6 power scope.
Correct.
Which leaves Tate open to, use his greater magnification to keep an eye down the western trail. And he can be focused and I can be a little loose.
You don't notice the person to the west move at all the entire duration. If you're kind of like semi-focusing on them, you keep an ear out. You hear a woodpecker, birds chirping, and you hear a familiar like clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop of a horse coming down from the east.
Roughly, and I'll roll a listen check for it if I have to. How far away does it sound?
Right now, you would think that it's from a little bit behind the bend in the curve, like just a few minutes out of visibility.
Okay, he's gonna... Birdie, I think that horse will be here in a few minutes.
That's right.
Let's hunker down and see what we got going.
Absolutely.
You kind of sink deeper into the brush and bramble and wait and watch for a horse.
Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. From around the corner, you see a horse moving at a pretty moderate pace. You see Ranger Conrad and Leonard riding that same horse you saw Granty on.
Birdie, we got two. Conrad and Leonard.
I see him.
Conrad's got his rifle at the ready, that same one you remember him holding at the station.
Birdie, ever so quietly, is going to whisper to Tate. Don't do nothing. Let's see where they go.
Clip, clop.
We can follow them after.
Tate will take a deep breath and just train the sights on whatever ranger appears to be piloting the horse.
Leonard appears to be piloting the horse.
And as they walk past and wherever they go and wherever they do, he's just going to follow that movement.
Roll a stealth check, the two of you. Two of yous.
The two of yous.
Do we get advantage because of our position?
Yes, and the fact that you've been sitting there waiting for a while.
30 under 30 over 20. Achoo!
That noise
What?
causes Tate to flinch. I'm going to roll the dice. Over 50, he shoots at Leonard.
I'll allow it.
Is that good?
Is it based on, are you flinching because you're
Based off
scared?
his noise.
Okay.
Like he
Go
makes
ahead.
a noise and he's like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll for, well, but you're a combat veteran. Would you?
yeah, but he's waiting for like an order from him.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Yeah. I like it. Go ahead, go. It's like from Lord of the Rings at Helm's
Yep.
Deep when he,
61.
is that a fail?
That he fires.
He takes a shot at Leonard.
Boom! Okay, roll the hit.
65 under 70.
Roll for damage.
10 points of damage.
Tate and Birdie are sitting up on this hill looking down at the trail. They hear a horse. The horse clearly has like a irregular stride to it. When it comes around the corner, you can see Leonard and Conrad. Conrad sitting on the back of the horse, rifle at the ready, looking around. Same thing with Leonard. He's piloting the horse, or at least it appears he is. And all of a sudden, you guys are aiming at them, keeping an eye out. Clay, you have your sights trained on Leonard.
Finger on the trigger.
Boom! You flinch. You just you just all of a sudden, boom, your finger just pulls that trigger a little harder than you meant to. Pwah! Leonard goes flying off the side of the horse and tumbling down that hill on the left. The horse goes, Conrad falls off the back and the horse bolts back down the trail east. Conrad's on the ground. Birdie, it is your turn.
What the hell?
Why you gotta make noise, man?
Either way, Birdie is going to get up and start moving down the hill. Like, gotta get him. Put the rifle down. Birdie's going to yell, put the rifle down.
As you're making your way down the hill in like an aggressive kind of moving on him stance with your shotgun at the ready, Conrad looks up the hill and laying down with the rifle like to his side, grabs it and pulls it up and aims at you and takes a quick shot.
Oh, I'm sorry for not pointing this out.
Yeah.
If he moves with the rifle, Birdie's shooting at him, regardless of how far away he is. He's putting a round down range.
Okay, I'll let you have like your prepared, right? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a prepared action.
Prepared action, moving. If he fires, I shoot.
You got a gun
or if
on
he
somebody
moves, I
and they
shoot.
draw for their
Yeah.
gun.
Okay, so as you're moving down the hill, keeping a very close and attentive eye, you see Conrad look up in the direction. It seems like he spots you, and then he reaches over to grab his rifle.
Pow.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
94. That makes sense.
Yeah, you're moving down a hill
Yeah.
in the brush.
Boom.
A big burst of dust explodes right behind, like above Conrad's head as he swings over and takes a shot at you. He's on the ground. He's disorientated. Snap, crack, right past you. You've heard this sound before. That shot was close. It is now Tate's turn.
Seeing Conrad flip up and shoot at Birdie, Tate will put a round through Conrad. 52 under 70.
Roll for damage. Goddamn sniper.
6.
13.
13 points of damage.
I think you both know what just happened.
Yep.
Boom! You hear another snap, crack, but this time behind you, and a burst of blood like explodes outward from the chest of Conrad. The rifle goes flinging down the hill and rolling, and the corpse doesn't move.
Shit. Damn it. Birdie's gonna hustle down the hill. He's not sprinting down this hill. He's not trying to break his ankle. Right? But he's moving down quickly.
10 to Leonard. 10 to Leonard.
That's where I'm going.
You run past Conrad,
Yeah.
like coughing up blood.
Oh yeah, he's done.
You look. Go ahead.
Birdie is passing Conrad, and he's trying to find Leonard to see if he's, still with us.
You look down the hill, and about 15 yards down it, you can see caught on a tree, like a kind of thinner tree connected to a larger one. You can see his arm is like tangled up in a pretty unnatural way, and the rest of the body looks like it got like his arm got hooked into this as he was tumbling, and it's pretty nasty. He is pretty bloodied, and his arm is, as you approach, like just barely hanging on. His right arm.
Hey, you still with me? You still with me? Birdie's gonna get up to him and kind of look at him. Is he breathing?
No. It looks like the shot went in like kind of just below his armpit into his ribs and kind of worked its way out around the left nipple.
All right. So Leonard and who?
Conrad.
Okay, so Conrad is who I'm at right now.
Conrad's up on the hill. Conrad's the one that shot at you.
Okay, Leonard's dead.
Yes.
All right. Shit. Birdie's going to turn back up and head up the hill. He's going to Conrad.
Tate's providing overwatch this entire time.
Conrad's like gurgling blood on the trail.
Birdie's going to get up, take a knee, set his shotgun down. Hey, you're still with me. Talk to me. What are you doing here? Yeah, he's not talking.
There's no way. It's like this. It like went like into
double lunged.
Yeah, like out.
Oh shit!
Probably dead in like the next minute.
Sucking chest wound.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's a big caliber to just go like into the chest from above. Yeah. Because you were also aiming center mass, I assume.
Oh, always.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Birdie's going to kind of look up at the hill, and they're done.
Searching, Birdie.
Yep. All right.
Oh.
Keep an eye.
I got your back from up here.
All right, Birdie's going to search the pockets closest to the wounds first.
Smart man.
That is smart.
Before they are fouled.
With the blood of man.
Yes.
You feel the pockets up. You find a few stripper clips of 30 cal for the Springfield 1903 that Conrad had. You find a couple days ration. You find a map folded up. And that's all you find on Conrad.
All right, Birdie's definitely going to take the map and the ammo. He's going to look for that Springfield in a moment, but first things first, he's going to pull that map out, see how detailed it is compared to the one him and Tate have.
It's a good bit more detailed. You can see the path that you've been going down. You can see a few red circles. So you see things like OBS 1, OBS 2, Base Camp 1, Log Camp, Old Station. And you can see some of the branching paths that you guys have chose to go up this way and not that way.
That's a good bit of intel there. Birdie's going to pocket the map. He's going to retrieve the fallen Springfield from Conrad.
Okay. It's a couple feet away.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to go down and do the old patsy to Leonard of the arm.
Leonard has, I guess, a .38 revolver with 12 shots and also a couple days ration.
Anything else on him?
Nothing useful.
All right. Birdie is going to leave the revolver, but take the ammo because he also has a .38. That's a damn shame we didn't get the horse.
What was that, Birdie?
I'm thinking it might or might not be worth our time to head back east a bit and see if that horse calmed down.
How far do you think that horse went?
Shit. There's a pretty good chance it ain't stopping. All right. It's common.
What'd you find on that paper?
Well, we got a map. A way better map than the one we got. Hey, I think we're good for now. Why don't you come on down?
Tate will start making his way down to Birdie. What else you find?
Not much beyond the map. Map's by far the most important thing I found. I got this here Springfield. That's some 38 rounds and, not much else on them. Cheap bastards didn't have a buck to spare. But, this map is got a lot more detail than ours. So
Tate will reload his Craig Jorgensen.
And Birdie will reload the single shot in his shotgun. He now has 7 rounds.
If I run low on 30 cal, I might come running to you.
Oh, hey man, this is the groups. It ain't mine.
Let's get a move on before that noise you made brings us any on towards.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. We got a minute max.
That map say how far we were?
Well, Birdie's going to pull the map out again real quick and see what the next westward marker is.
The next one is OBS 2, immediately ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly to the south is OBS 3.
Got it. So if we continue west on this path, we'll make it to OBS 2.
Correct.
And is the scale of this map, does it appear to be reliable?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, based on like what you have already traveled and then comparing that to what you're seeing like behind you, yeah, it seems pretty realistic.
And if we had to guess based on our current, pace, how far away is OBS 2?
The rest of the day.
Got it.
OBS 3 is pretty close to it. A couple of hours, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's a bit out of the way.
Got it. Well, if we keep heading west down this path here, looks like we should be able to hit the next, what they call OBS 2, right around dusk. I don't know if we want to make it that far, if we want to go in a bit and hang out.
I think we hustle a little bit, Birdie, and we get there. Chances are it's a good place to shack up for the night. It's safe as any if you're going to go meet your new lady friend.
Oh, shit. I don't know how excited I am to do that again. But yeah, you're right. It'd be nice to put some walls between us and whatever's out here.
I hear you. Let's get a move on.
Done.
And we start heading towards
the west. Westward. Oh.
Westward. Yeah.
Yeah.
You move westward, And up ahead of the path, you suddenly remember, because you can see it, that person you saw laying in the dirt. You get up to it, and it looks like this person's been laying there for a while. You see You see somebody wearing, like, farmer's clothes. Overalls, denim. Looks like they had long-ish hair, but the critters in the woods have not been kind to this corpse, is what you can now see. There's bite marks and flesh missing, but you can see a pretty large wound in the, like, lower mid-back area. Looks like something like a crescent-shaped, like, pierced through it. Like the crescent facing, like, downward, almost in like a frowny face. Like the wound is in the shape of a frown. Completely severing the spine.
Birdie, it looks like...
And this is fresh-ish.
This individual didn't die too long ago. And was hit in the back at that.
Yeah. No, this is... I'd hate to leap to conclusions here, but this might be one of the parties of Creedmoor. At least.
I'm gonna check for some identification quick.
All right, you do that.
Tate will kind of gently and respectfully pat this body down.
There's a flask on the ground next to it. You find some other, like, odds and ends here and there. Patting down, you find a billfold. Opening it up, you find $1 with 50 cents. But you don't find an identification.
Oh, Birdie, there ain't nothing here.
Yeah, Birdie's going to look around the immediate area. Like, there's this corpse. Is there anything else?
Tate will toss the wallet back down to the corpse.
You do notice 2 sets of footprints. One heads west, one heads south. So, you have now killed 2 men.
Yes, sir.
And a bear. An odd-looking bear. Dilapidated
We did investigate it. So we
bear
don't
that
know.
you didn't look at. You shot it and walked away.
Birdie, you mind if I hang on to the map?
Knock yourself out.
Awesome. Tate's gonna roll up the map along with the original map that he got.
What do you guys see on the map?
A bunch of crude writing. Starts out with an old 13, goes up to an OB or an O1354, up to MC, to log C, which we presume is a logging camp.
Just so you know, it's OBS OBS4 is what that one was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Which the logging camp leads to OBS 3, which branches off into 3 different locations. OBS 1, OBS 2, and forward, or FW OBS, which is located next to a creek with some weird symbols by it. Something that, if we had a legend, would probably say. But there is no legend on this map.
Well, you're right, no legend, but we can kind of deduce the general, makeup of it. I mean, heck, next time we get to a fork, at least we'll have something of a guide.
Yeah, you're right, Birdie. I think after we check with this body, whenever we decide to stop for the night, not too sure how much sleep you got, but
I'm feeling all right.
awesome. I'm probably gonna cross-reference this and see if I can't add it to the map we already have.
That sounds like a good plan. First things first, though, who's this unfortunate soul up here on the path?
Let's go check it out.
Did you mention the M cab with question marks next to it?
No. There's also an M cab with question marks next to it.
He would notice that.
I thought about it.
Yep. Oh, you didn't want to include that?
No, I just, in one eye, out the other.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Cody will fix it in post.
Yeah, I'll fix it in post. You guys are checking out this body.
Yes, sir.
It's up ahead. So you walk away from the bleeding corpse of Conrad.
Did we check for signs of life? Just to double check that they're dead?
I don't think so, but it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dead.
I shouldn't just give them a double tap or something?
Nah, they're gone.
Okay. Well, let's check out this body. Tate will walk up to it and... What's it look like? What's it wearing?
It's about 35-ish yards away, maybe a little bit further. As you approach, you can make out some of its clothes, the color, general color, looks like denim of some kind and a tannish, brownish shirt. You also see what looks to be a straw hat that's kind of flown off into the bush nearby. It's kind of tangled up and beaten. The elements have obviously not treated it or the corpse well. And you get closer. It smells like it's rotting. And you get closer and you can see that it's been torn into here and there, probably from animals. Looks like some big mouths were pulling this thing apart. Maggots are crawling around the wounds. And you see a really prominent wound in the middle of the spine. The corpse is facing stomach on the ground. The large wound in the back is a crescent shape with the 2 points kind of on either side of the back. Almost like a frowny face type of shape.
Doesn't look like this one went pleasantly.
Real long hair that's been just thrown all over the
So
place.
this doesn't look like a bullet wound. It looks like a slash wound.
like a stab.
Like a stab.
Like something that was in a crescent shape went through the spine pretty far.
Okay. Well, shit, Birdie. I bet you $1 he doesn't have an ID on him.
I bet you $2 he didn't die of natural causes, neither. I don't really want to get my hands up in there if I don't have to. You feeling motivated?
I guess I could, but I remember from last time he doesn't have an ID on him.
Did you check him last time?
Yes. So I was looking at my notes here. Dead body on trail, no ID.
Okay, we'll fix that in post. Because you're right, he does not have an ID.
Birdie is going to look around the general area, try to... I mean, he's no great reader of the land, but he can put 2 and 2 together. Is there anything else on the path of note?
I will assist you in that, looking for
Tracks,
trails,
garbage.
signs of a struggle.
Roll for it.
All right.
Do you want us both to do it, or can he just go with advantage?
Well, if you're assisting him, yeah, also roll for it.
Okay.
And then if yours would be a pass, yeah, just the both of you roll for
I
it.
rolled a 17.
What stat are you using?
Oh, that's a good question. My default would be spot hidden, but I mean,
Okay.
I can't
Is that
really-
a pass?
That is a very good pass, yes.
And what did you roll?
99, critical fail.
Okay, so
Doesn't matter what I rolled. What stat I would roll.
well, you're trying to help him, right?
Yeah. I'm on one side of the path, he's on the other.
What is your spot hidden stat?
My spot hidden stat is 70.
Okay. I was going to make his roll have to be hard because instead of helping him, you would have hindered him. Birdie starts looking around. He's probably seen scenarios similar-ish to this before, a dead body out in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
You know some of the things to look for. Dirt kicked up in a certain way, grass and bush moved aside, cracked branches. As you're looking and you kind of notice something over to your left, Clay starts stomping around over that direction.
Hey, Tate.
Yeah, Birdie.
Hey, want to do me a solid here, and why don't you come on over my direction, okay? I think I'm seeing something over there, and you're kind of, let's just say, in the image.
My bad, Birdie.
Hey,
Just
no worries.
sometimes these bars get a little hard to open. He kind of flashes a chocolate bar.
Well, now you got two reasons to come on over here. One's to get out of my line of sight, and the second one's to give me a hunk of that there chocolate.
He moves out of the way with his chocolate bar, trying not to trip over the corpse. A couple feet away from that hat, way in some brush, is a bag that has been upturned. You find the bag, pick it up, and you can see some of the contents scattered around. You find a couple days worth of rations, about 5 or 6 more days worth. You find a little canteen. You find $10 cash. And you find a small tin box that's pretty wide and pretty flat.
Thought I'd saw something over here. Hey, Tate. Let's see. Will you take a peek at this? It looks like we got some foodstuffs in there. Check and see if it's worthy of us carrying around.
Tate will break off a piece of the chocolate bar and eat it.
Birdie?
Yeah, that's where I got this chocolate from.
No, it ain't.
Grabs the bag with the tin.
No. The tin is Birdie is going to inspect the tin.
Okay, so what are you handing exactly?
The bag that has rations and just, hey, if this is good still, we don't know how much longer we're going to be out here. Or shit, we don't know if it's better rations than what we have.
Tate will conduct a bag and freshness check.
The bag appears to be old, maybe a couple weeks. If you had to guess. Half the rations you would maybe feel safe eating. Canned stuff. Some of the labels are worn off, but it seems like canned chicken, canned bread, canned tuna, canned herring.
Birdie's going to open up the flat, wide tin.
Okay. It's 2 pieces. The top is obviously a little bit wider than the bottom. It's got a little lip for you to peel it up with 2 hinges on one side. You peel it open, and your character's pretty intelligent, right?
Yes.
Your character would recognize camera film.
Oh, hey, we got Birdie's going to close it. Again, as soon as he opens it and sees it. All right, cool. We got to preserve that.
What you got?
We got some camera film.
I might know a guy that could check that out for us.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure the CPMP can make that happen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. Yeah, but I want to keep that closed. Just, too much sunlight can damage the film, so we're going to keep her closed. But this one's coming back with us.
Camera film was pretty temperamental and fragile back then.
Oh yeah, a lot of volatile chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
Tuck that away. We'll give it to probably Heidi or Ricardo.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely get it to them and let them deal with it.
This food doesn't look all that great. I'd say it's more last resort.
Say put it back where we found it then. Still don't get this generation and their canned bread. What's wrong with a fresh loaf,
Fresh loaf don't last that long, Birdie.
True. All right, well, let's say we leave this and keep on the trail.
You guys continue down the trail. And looking at that map of yours, you would think that you are on your way to OBS 3.
Birdie, I think we're coming across the crossroads up here.
Is that so?
Hey, you didn't see any cigarette butts by that individual, did you?
I didn't spot any, no. I was looking, though.
Oh, that means it's not our smoker.
Or it was our smoker. And they died before they could have one.
That poor fool.
Mm-hmm. So you think we're coming up on a crossroads, huh?
Yeah, looking at this map here, it looks like we're coming up to OBS 3.
Huh,
Whatever.
Let me
whatever
look over
the
your
hell
shoulder
that
on
means.
that.
And it branches off a little. Left, right, center.
OBS 3. Oh, wow. Oh, we're going to have to make some decisions here.
I said we get there, we find a safe spot, and cross-reference it with the map we have.
Well, we'll know for certain if we're there, if there are 3 different forks, you know?
I hear you.
All right. I mean, yeah, shit, I guess once we get up there, see what the next deviation is, we can make ourselves an educated guess.
Let's get moving. Tate, by the way, does reload his rifle.
Good man.
Birdie has also cycled the rifle from Leonard that he took. You know, just does this function? Yeah, it looks like it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it feels reliable enough.
perfect.
Nothing fancy, but good enough.
Yeah, bolt action rifle. Not a lot of stuff can go wrong on it.
It'll shoot.
Yep, it'll shoot. You feel confident that it will shoot.
Birdie, I got about a mag and a half left here.
I mean, I'm really hoping we don't have to get in any more trigger time.
I'm feeling it, but just so you're aware.
I'll tell you what, if we get down to the dregs, I'm more than happy to hand this one off to you.
We got to do what we got to do.
I'd rather have you with a rifle than not have you with a rifle.
You can shoot too.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, I'm just as comfy with a pistol.
I suppose. Let's get a move on, Birdie.
Let's roll.
So it's about 1:30-ish, because you guys stopped to have lunch. So around 1:30, you guys find a small shack on the right side of the trail. Looks a lot like that first shack that you guys ran into when you crossed the wire. Got past the old station, the old ranger station. It looks almost identical. It's even got the scorch marks and everything. This one actually looks like it's in worse shape.
This kind of looks like Marge's cabin, don't it?
I'm starting to think OBS might stand for obstacle.
Obstacle? Like this shack was an obstacle?
Could have been, and that's why whatever burnt it, burnt it.
I mean, shit. Maybe. I mean, it ain't like the shack's right on the path. OBS. What do we got there? Like OBS 2, 3, 4. We got some numbers on there.
Yeah, anywhere from 1, 2, 3, and 4, and FW.
OBS.
Something about RS13 on the bottom of this map, too.
You know, thing I hate about map making folk, right? Like, there's the right way and then there's that way. You know, we got to figure out what these acronyms stand for, or that ain't gonna do us as much good as it could.
I hear you. Well, anyways, shotguns lead the way. Let's check it out.
Let's go. So we look at the shack.
Yeah, you're approaching it, and that's what you see. You get up to it, and yeah, it's identical, not to the cabin that you saw burn down, or what you think was a cabin, but to like that little bunkhouse.
That had the
guy,
burnt body
the
with
burnt
the
body.
tin.
Yes, it looks like that. This one's more scorched with kind of these like flash fire burn marks all around it. The 2 windows that are on either side are broken. Looking inside, you can see a bunch of spider webs, a little dirt mound from where something crawled in through the bottom. The hinges are broken. You see a bunch of rat droppings. And what used to be the mattress and blankets have been chewed up, presumably by some kind of a critter like a mouse. Do you guys want to search the place?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's take a peek real quick. Don't look too promising, though.
are you searching and he's like out on guard or what?
That's generally how we've been doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Birdie's gonna search the cabin.
You don't have to roll for it.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Birdie, you search through the cabin, or the shack, the bunkhouse, and in one of the cabinets, you find a thin notebook. The front of the notebook is down. Looks like water has gotten into the drawer, and so what would be the top half of the notebook is like destroyed. Waterlogged, the ink is spread about, dirt, mold has gotten into it. Only the backmost pages of this notebook are in good condition. You're flipping through it, and a lot of it's sticking together. But you find this in one of the backmost pages, a excerpt. Something about Montgomery and Mr. Childs is suspicious. Since we burned that witch's cabin, and we found that damned beehive in the mountain, they've been rubbing their hands like a couple flies on an old loaf. I feel like we're not even really looking for a site to dig anymore. Can't imagine the sub-octor is going to be terribly pleased. That never bodes well for any of us. I talked to Johannes about it. He doesn't think anything can be done. We get rid of Childs and Montgomery, we're dead anyway. Doesn't seem like people are getting the big picture, but what do I know?
Hey, Tate.
Let me see that.
It'd have helped a lot if we would have known who wrote this dang thing. Or if we knew who Childs and Montgomery were. Does that ring a bell?
Dr. Childs does.
Where'd
We've
we
heard
see
that name before.
Where'd we see that from?
It was at some point just after leaving the ranger station.
When you guys went to OBS 4 on the map, the first little shack, you found that torn piece of paper.
That's what it was.
That said, delivery, dynamite, Ben Plant, await, Dr. Childs and Mont, confirmation with, missing the, however, suits ready, capture device, Dorian and.
So, putting these together, Dr. Childs and Montgomery. Montgomery's probably the Mont.
Makes sense.
And now they're talking about Dorian on the original note.
So we got 3 key players out here. At least we think so.
I can only think it's Dorian Cooper.
Dorian Cooper.
Yeah, wasn't that one of those fellas we murdered? We took his dog tags off her.
You found dog tags that said that.
And they were on one of the suits.
Oh, shit. All right. So, folks in the suits were part of this outfit.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
You know, that's 7th Infantry.
7th Infantry. All right, so that means we
what,
got...
What the hell was Army doing out here?
I mean, it makes you wonder if it was Army or if this was some kind of private dealing after the fact.
Yeah,
I mean,
could be. We know them Army folks are always up to no good, though.
Hey. Well, I mean, I was Cav anyway, so... Still Army, but... Better Army.
You wouldn't last a day on a boat.
Yeah, ain't no need to be on a boat. True measure of a man is how he handles his mount. And that's a fact.
Birdie, a ship could be seen as a mount. Just more unpredictable.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's... And Tate will sit on the ground, lean his back up against the cabin. Let's sit and rest a spell.
Now do it right here, huh?
Just watch me out. Just for a few.
All right. Yep, you do what you got to do, man. I'll be right here.
And Tate's going to pull out the original map and the hand-drawn map and see if he can't mark obs to locations and kind of get a bearing.
Yeah, you can, given maybe, I mean, how long would that take? 20 minutes tops? 10 minutes?
Depends on the...
Well, the map of the
Original
region that you guys have is like mostly just like a topographical map.
Yeah.
You know, like something you'd get at a library.
But it would have had, I'm assuming, like the original fire tower marked on it.
It didn't. The map you have has the new ranger station on it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Yes.
the old one.
No, the original, the one that we went to first.
Oh,
My bad.
yes.
Okay.
It has the one that you went to with the rangers.
Yeah.
Yes, it has that one, but not the one that you went to that was burned down.
Okay. So, I mean, using that as a baseline, he's going to try to map out just to get a locale for land navigation.
So you're sitting there working on your map, going through your notes, reflecting. What is Birdie doing over that 20-minute period?
Birdie is burning a smoke and keeping an eye on the surroundings.
Roll a listen check for me.
You got it. 39 under 60.
Okay, that's pretty good. As you're sitting there, Birdie, rolling your cigarette, lighting it, smoking it, looking around at the forest.
Birdie is standing.
Standing.
Yep.
You suddenly notice that the forest is silent. The birds have stopped chirping. The
Tate.
critters have stopped.
Tate. Head on a swivel.
Birdie?
Head on a swivel.
Do I notice the eerie quiet?
After he says something to you.
Yeah.
You do.
That rifle comes out immediately.
Birdie's
All
got the shotgun. The rifle's slung.
Tate's scanning the tree line.
Suddenly, the sound of the forest comes back.
Birdie's gonna he's gonna keep looking for at least a minute before he says anything.
A minute passes.
Tate will roll up and put the maps away.
It just got too quiet.
You remember the last time I did that?
That's why, yeah. I didn't see nothing, though.
I say we move.
Agreed.
Are there 3 different paths leading out of here?
You continue west a little ways.
Checking our 6 the entire time. I think Birdie's in front and Tate's like
Correct.
half the time walking backwards. So we're not making very fast progress here.
Nope. Slow and steady.
You continue up a ways, maybe another 10 minutes, and you do get to a threak in the road.
All right, well, this matches up with the map we got.
Well, you want 1, 2, or head up towards the creek?
Well,
Creek's the best place to go if they got something in the water.
what do you mean if they got something in the water?
Just an assumption.
I mean, shit, it's just a creek, probably, but you go left and right appear to be, like, we don't know anything about them. The only thing that stands out would be the creek. That'd be due west. You want to just go straight there?
Why not? Let's keep going straight.
Straight it is.
We are heading towards FW OBS.
What's your dexterity?
35.
Mine is 70. Birdie's looking forward, scanning his left and right.
Okay, you guys are going forward. Let me consult my map real quick.
Birdie still has the shotgun out, low ready. Kind of that, I'm a hunter walking with my shotgun. It's not over my shoulder because I'm not an asshole. He has control of it. What's it say up here on the map again?
It says something about FW OBS.
FW OBS.
So I can presume forward?
Yep, FW, forward.
I mean, it's the last one in the line.
Forward observation post, maybe?
Fuck, Birdie, I like your thinking. Observation.
OBS.
So that means there's a few different stops. They were observing.
Yeah, observing what, though?
And then they killed Margaret.
Well, she seemed pretty alive to me the other night.
Well, they did say she was a witch, and, well, unlike them, let's hope that benefits us.
Yeah. I don't know, man. A lot of unknowns out here.
I feel like our life is nothing but unknowns right now. Hell, a few days ago didn't even know what we were getting into.
Mm-mm.
A week ago we were getting a letter.
Yeah. I still remember them loaded hash, though. That diner.
That was some good loaded hash, Birdie.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say no to a plate of that right now.
Yeah, was it good enough for what we got ourselves into, though?
I don't know, man. I feel like we might be on the cusp of something.
I hope so.
A lot of answers out there.
Well, and I ain't seen no old man working at the CPMP yet. You know what they say about professions where there ain't no old men?
High turnover?
Something like that.
Yeah, let's see if we can't break that mold.
Stay on your toes. Or hoofs, I'm sure you call them.
Yep.
You guys are walking toward FWOBS.
Correct.
Judging from the map, it looks like... Well, do you guys care at all about, like, distance? I mean, if you're looking at the map and... So, like, OBS 2 would be a couple hours away, whereas FWOBS is, like, a day away. And then OBS 1 is, like, half a day. Does that impact your decision-making at all?
It would have been part of the conversation.
Yeah. I tried to draw the lines, but I'm looking at it right now and I'm realizing that might not have been as obvious.
Well, I mean, if we look at sheer distances, right?
You know, Birdie, I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
Well,
want to hoof it or what?
Well, I mean, a couple hours out there, take a peek, see what's what, a couple hours back. I mean, shit, it's going to take us the better part of a day to get from where we're at down to FWOBS. I don't know. I think the left path might...
Thinking OBS 2?
Is that the one where we go left?
It looks like it's the shortest.
You know, I think we should probably do that.
Yeah, let's head there, spend some time.
Yeah, see
Hopefully we
what.
can rest under a roof.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. That's for sure. I mean, we had a roof over our head last night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind repeating it.
I hear you, Birdie. Then we can make our way in the morning to the forward observation.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
We're heading southwest.
To OBS 2.
You start moving down the trail that is heading southwest. It doesn't take you very long before, as you're walking, you start to again notice the sound of the forest die down. And it seems to die down progressively as you guys move closer and closer. And eventually you start to hear growling and scratching and what sounds like dogs, like angrily trying to get into something. It sounds kind of off in the woods. And eventually you can see, about 100 yards away, you see 3 huge, what look like wolves, clawing at the side of another shack, just like the one you were at hours ago.
Birdie's going to put his hand up, the universal sign for freeze. Clay.
I see him, Birdie. Let me get a look. Shoulder his rifle and peer through his scope to try to check these wolves out. Do they look weird, or should I shoot them and walk away?
From the distance you are, about 70, 60 yards away, with the naked eye, that's what you can see. They look like big-ass dogs. They look like wolves. looking through your scope now, something seems off about them. Random clumps of fur here and there appear to be gone, replaced by black blotches of skin. And that skin looks like it's clinging to the bone. Like there's not a whole lot underneath it. And the fur that is there looks thin. The particular wolf that you're looking at stops clawing at the shed and turns and looks at you.
They know we're here, Birdie.
Shoot. Birdie has slung the shotgun and pulled out the rifle he has.
Get up a tree.
But Birdie's not a tree climber. Birdie's gonna shoulder his rifle.
The wolf that you're looking at through the scope starts to growl in your direction. The other two wolves stop what they're doing and kind of realize that this one's growling that direction. It seems like they notice you and they bolt into the brush. And the one you're looking at does the same. As you're looking around at these trees, you pick up with your ears some like a branch crack, maybe 15 yards away from you.
Birdie is going to immediately turn to that direction, shotgun up.
Birdie, I think we should keep an eye up and move to that cabin.
Let's go. We don't, yeah.
Keep your gun trained that way.
And the brush is pretty thick where you guys are. It's path, the trail that you're on, is not super wide. Like the distance between, if you're standing in the middle of the path, the distance between you and like thick brush is close. 10 feet tops. Tops. Most of it's less than that, maybe 5. Yeah, it's a pretty dense, like this probably used to be a deer trail that got trampled by people and then has slowly been reclaimed.
I think we're going to make our way pretty hastily to the cabin or wherever it was.
So that's 70.
Well keeping
Yeah. So we got
guns trained and trying to stay aware for anything jumping out of the brush.
All right, to the cabin.
Clay, roll a dexterity check for me.
45 over 35.
As you guys are moving down the trail, keeping a head on a swivel, looking around, what is also your spot hidden? And listen.
Both are 60.
As you guys are making your way there, Clay, you have your rifle up?
Correct.
Okay. You're looking toward the right, while Birdie is looking toward the left, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are trying to kind of sweep it in like 180 degrees, keeping your head on a swivel, rifle at the ready. You very suddenly hear something in the brush move towards you rapidly. A big, large mouth and teeth jump out of the brush directly in front of you, underneath your rifle. You're not quick enough to notice it, to react to it, to shoot at it, and you take a big bite around your ankle. You take 3 points of damage as a massive yet emaciated wolf has its teeth on your ankle. Suddenly another wolf pops out on the other side. Dubois, I'm going to ask for the same stats that Birdie has for, I already have your dexterity, but your listen and spot hidden.
Listen is 60, spot hidden is 70.
So your spot hidden's a little bit better. You're able to see just really like a flash of fur in between some leaves. Just because your stat is pretty damn high, your like passive stat beat what they rolled. So you're able to get like, and your dexterity is monstrous. So you're able to get like a quick shot. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And that's...
And this is going to be a hard shot because this is like a moving reaction shot. So whatever your stat is, you have to beat half of it.
All right, I rolled a 26, and I'm rolling that against firearms?
Firearms, yeah. Long gun, rifle, shotgun.
I have a 60 and rifle shotgun, and I rolled 26, and I'm using my shotgun.
So that would be a pass hard. So you see this like flash of fur, and the BAM! And then you hear a... And then another wolf comes out from behind. Like your...
Okay.
like long around towards you. Okay, so the wolf that's at your 9 o'clock sprints towards you, Dubois. Clay, it is your turn.
Yeah, Tate will lower his rifle and boom.
Roll for it.
This would be considered point blank, right?
Yes, point blank, but it is clamped onto your leg. So
Yeah, I'm not shooting my leg.
Right. But that would make that shot more difficult, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, you're bit.
41 under 70. You gonna make me roll it hard, or should I just take my bonus die
Is that
away?
to shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you roll? 41?
Yeah,
And that's without any bonus or stat.
correct.
So I'm going to take away the point blank bonus because it's biting you.
Perfect.
So you would just have to pass it normally.
So I passed.
Okay, so
with a
roll for
41
damage.
under 70.
Do you get a grazing hit or do you blow its brains off with its teeth stuck in you?
13 points of damage.
You killed it, obviously. Describe it to me.
So Tate is kind of fighting, pulling for his leg back, and kind of starts to fall towards the ground. But as he's falling, his instincts kick in, and he raises the rifle and shoots it damn near square in the center of the forehead, shattering the skull and sending the bullet back and out the rear end of this wolf.
It just goes limp. The teeth kind of drag out of the holes that they made. It dies, it goes limp, and then it like falls. So there's a little bit of a scratch down your leg as it's coming off. Dubois, I didn't make you roll for Birdie's damage when he fired a shotgun into the brush.
Correct. Should I do that now?
Yes. We'll fix that in post.
Holy shit. That is 23.
Okay. Boom! You shoot it straight through. Goes limp, falls off your leg. You like fall on your butt. Next is Birdie. It is your turn now. There is the wolf to your 9 o'clock, about 10 yards away. You still have one barrel to shoot at it.
Birdie's gonna drop pivot, right? Like, so barrel up, swing barrel down to spin quicker. Looking at the 9 o'clock, looking to target in.
Roll to hit.
Oh, it looked like a 15. That's a 75.
Is that a hit or a miss?
That's a miss because I have a 60 in firearms.
Boom! Your barrel is on the wolf. You go to pull the trigger just as it leaps to the right. It is now the wolf's turn. It sprints towards you. It's going to roll to bite you also. Dodge. Roll a dodge, sure.
That is a 2 under 70. Birdie's dodge would have been aided by, like, he knows that he just spent his second, he now has no rounds in this shotgun. So it would have been a shoot and then immediately pivot to put it out kind of like a staff.
So you fire, miss, you maneuver your shotgun. The wolf goes to jump up at you to take like a bite out of your throat or your face or something like that. But it just miscalculates the jump and goes flying past you. And when it hits the dirt, it crumbles and does a little bit of a roll. Clay, it is your turn.
Hearing this and falling backwards, once he hits the ground, Tate's gonna roll around and lay on his stomach facing where he knows Birdie's at. And he's seeing the other wolf. Bam, takes another shot at that other wolf.
Roll for it, baby.
44 critical success.
Roll your double damage.
There's 18 points of damage.
Little behind the screen here, the wolves have 9 hit points. So, boom! It leaps at Birdie, misses, hits the ground, tumbles. You look over, take your shot, boom!
Tate rolls, hits the deck with his belly, aims up, and just boom, perfect shot. Right into the chest and lung area of this other jumping around jackrabbit.
And like the exit wound causes
Just
the
explodes its lungs out the other
yeah,
side.
and the front right leg goes like flying off into the brush. You see it like land and kind of sit there as it disintegrates, crumbles.
Birdie is going to breach his shotgun and reload real quick.
Okay.
You all right? You good?
Fuck, Birdie.
How you doing?
Not good, Birdie.
But can you patch yourself up, man? I just reloaded. I'm good.
Let's help me get a fuck. My leg's pretty fucked up.
Birdie's going to take a quick glance.
Birdie, pull me. Let's just help me up. Let's get out of here first.
Birdie's going to look at it real quick.
How many hit points does your character have total?
10.
So he just took
3.
Is that
3.
7?
Yeah, that's
Walking wounded.
30% of his overall health has been removed from that bite to the leg.
Mm-hmm. Limping wounded.
So you get him, pull him up.
Yeah. All right. Over the shoulder. Birdie's going to sling the shotgun and pull out a pistol.
Okay. And you guys are going to continue walking toward that shack?
Oh, yeah.
Tate will also sling the rifle and pull his pistol.
I want both of you to roll a spot hidden for me while you're walking up toward the shack.
This might make sense, but Tate rolled a 93 over 60.
Birdie rolled an 18.
Okay.
Under 70.
Clay, you got your arm around your partner here. You have your pistol out.
Correct.
You're focused on that pain on your leg. You're kind of
hurts.
watching it as you walk. You're looking up and around, but when you look up and around, it's like frantic. You're not really taking in the information. You're just looking at green and then back to your fucking ouch leg. Birdie, you're holding on to your partner with your pistol out.
Yep.
Carrying him toward that shack. Looking around, you don't see anything. You walk past that leg, that wolf leg that went flying, and you get to the shack.
All right. Hey, lean up against this real quick. Birdie's going to try the door.
You grab the door handle and shake it. It's locked. But inside you hear, "Ah,
Hey, who's in there?
yeah, yeah." You see them?
We killed them. The
You
wolf.
see them? You can't kill them.
We got them.
You can't kill them.
We did kill them.
You see them, don't you?
Hey, friend. Friend.
Fuck, Birdie, get us in there.
Hold on. Hey, Fred, we just took care of the wolves that were at your door.
You see them, don't you?
We definitely saw them.
You
Hey, I got...
they're there. You see them, don't you?
Yeah, my friend is hurt. We need to get inside. Open the door.
And with that, we will end our episode.
Yeah, seeing Conrad shoot at Birdie, Tate puts a round through Birdie.
Don't shoot at my friend Leonard.
Dun, dun, dun!
Yeah.
Tate was in it all along.